Number 18, Katie Wynn. Number 21, Francesca Romolo. Number 22, Yahenia Kenny. Number 26, Olivia Muffet. And 42, Chloe South. The Red Flash are coached by assistant Katie Hammaker. The head coach for St. Francis is Betty Surratt. And now, the starting lineup for your Miami University RedHawks. A sophomore from Hamilton, Ontario, number 4, Madison Workman. A senior from Limerick, Pennsylvania, number 9, Lexi Nugent. A senior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 10, Allie Grace Joyner. A senior from Geneva, Switzerland, number 12, Leonore Burley. A senior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 14, Laurel Dortch. A sophomore from Hamburg, Germany, number 15, Lily Peterson. A sophomore from Mendoza, Argentina, number 18, Luli Rosso. A freshman from Spring City, Pennsylvania, number 20, Jenna Kirby. A senior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 35, Neely Lockmoller. A junior from San Jose, California, number 55, Macy McHale. And in goal, a sophomore from Worthington, Ohio, number 28, Isabel Parisi. The RedHawks are coached by assistants John O'Hare, Maddie Passarella, and Chip Rogers. And the head coach for the RedHawks is Ncaa Puzo. The officials for today's game are Susie Stammer and Vincent Vidrick. Ladies and gentlemen, the Miami field hockey team has pledged to create an atmosphere of unity. And so in light of that commitment, I will now read the Ncaa Unity Pledge. We are Ncaa student athletes, and we pledge to be a champion of unity on our team, on our campus, and in our community. We pledge to stand against all forces of division and separation, and to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration. We pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination, and to strive for love, care, and forgiveness. We pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity, and to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding. We pledge to stand against fear and doubt, and to strive for trust and belief in one another. We pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy, and to strive for change and growth. We commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them, and to both choose unity personally and encourage it for all. We pledge these things because we are stronger together. We now ask for a moment of silence and reflection. Thank you. We now ask that you all please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, when it's nice, you play it twice. Thanks for joining us. This is the second scrimmage of the weekend between the Red Flash of St. Francis and the Miami RedHawks. I'm joined to cover this game by Steve Lockmuller. We're going to try and bring you a little better color commentary today. Hopefully we get some of the names and faces put together a little bit better. Apologies to St. Francis, we don't have photos, but we'll certainly try and connect the names and numbers today.
Welcome everybody to start off here. Nice to be back. Got quite a few injuries today to report, unfortunately. Noor is out, as well as Sophie. Okay. How about this? Is this better? Okay.
So we're still working the kinks out on the sound. Bear with us. The good news is you're getting the whole game.
So Paula is out, and I believe that Berta is injured. So Hawks is short-handed today. They will be wearing white yesterday, where they wore red in honor of cardiac health awareness, I believe. So Hawks field, St. Francis is ready. They will be going from right to left on your screen. The Hawks will be attacking the right end. All right, Miami breaks. That's up. St. Francis about to do the same. All right. Here, Lexi Nugent will start us off at center. And she sends it back to Leo. Leo now, big aerial up to the near side. Official blows the whistle, didn't like it, thought it was a dangerous play, and the St. Francis Red Flash will start us up here on the near side, just to the right of center. Jenna covering, now Jenna attacking. Neely on defense, they dish it off to the near side, it's down the line to a St. Francis player at the 25. Billy now intercepts the ball. Or excuse me, that's Easy with the ball. And Madison will bring it up from the Hawks defensive end. She sends it back to Billy. Billy now sends it over to Macy on the far side. Macy now with the ball, moving up the side. Sends it back on to Lily. Lily. Lily sends it over to Madison on the near side and keeps switch field. Lily sends it, Madison sends it up the line to Leo. Leo now with the ball, dishes it down the line to Lexi Nugent. It's off the foot, but the official makes the wrong call in the Hawks' favor, thankfully, and Leo will start us off out of bounds. Leo then sends it back to Madison, near center. Madison now looks to Billy in the center. Billy's going to send it on over to Macy on the far side. Macy's got Allie Grace down low, holding on to the ball. Now she sends it down to Allie Grace. Allie Grace sends it on back to, didn't get a number on that. I believe it is Lily. Lily passes it back to Billy, who sends it on over to Madison, who sends it down to Neely. Official blows the whistle in the Hawks' favor, and they'll bring it in. Okay.
And we've switched headsets. Lily with the ball now on the far side, sends it back to center to Billy. Billy now with the ball, moves it over to Madison Workman. Madison wide open. Trying to gain the circle and does. looks like, whoops, Taylor with a goal. The Hawks score only 12 minutes and 51 seconds into the first quarter. They get out to an early 1-0 lead. Great goal. I believe that was Taylor Curran, unless it was tipped. St. Francis brings the ball to center. And they send it back. Now sending it over to the far side. In their own defensive end, they move it up to center. Intercepted by Leo.
The Miami goal was scored by number 17, Taylor Curran.
Neely Lockmiller
Miami
with the
goal
ball.
scored it with 12:51 remaining in the first quarter. And that's Curran for the RedHawks with the goal at 12:51.
Lilly sends it out of bounds. A little miscommunication there on the Hawks' part. And the red flash will bring it in from the far side in their own defensive end. They send it back to center. It's going to slip through. Almost a great opportunity for Jenna Kirby on the doorstep, but couldn't get it in the goal. Red flash, some confusion. It is red flash's ball now. They start up in their own end on the near side. Neely Lockmiller defending the line. And Jenna Kirby now puts some pressure on it. They send it back to their own goal. Flash working within their circle, trying to get it up the field. They send it up the line. It's intercepted by Neely. Neely now with the ball on the near side. She sends it back to Pilly. Pilly now sends it on up to Luli. It's tipped to Leo Burley at center. Now she moves it over to the far side to Macy. Macy with the ball working up the line. Gets it to Allie Grace. Allie Grace trying to gain the circle and does. And now Macy with the ball. Now Allie has it again. And it looks like Jenna with a shot just wide. Oh, that was close. Very close, but the red flash are going to bring it out of their own end. At the circle now. They send it over to the far side. Mishandled there by the flash. Allie Grace putting pressure on them. They send it out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball coming in at about the 25. Allie Grace now to bring it in for us. Allie Grace sends it on back to Macy. Macy now with the ball, sends it over to Pilly at center. Pilly with the ball now looks to Madison on the near side at the 25. Madison has the ball working towards the circle. She's got some room, dishes it over to no one in particular, off a Hawk's foot, and the flash will bring it out. Flash now starting at the top of the circle. They've had trouble getting it down the field so far. The Hawks have been all over them. Now working on the far side, they sweep it to center, but it's intercepted by Allie Grace. Now Luli with the ball, but she's attacked, and the official gives the ball to the Flash. At their own 25, they send it back to center in their own end. Flash now looking for options, trying to move it up the middle. Looks like Claudia. Oh no, that's Lexi Nugent hassling the Flash player. Flash now have the ball. They'll bring it out of their own end at about center. Big sweep, but it's intercepted by Neely briefly, but then goes to a Flash player. The Flash now trying to move the ball at center. They're hassled by Luli. Now Leo with the ball. Official blows the whistle in favor of the Flash, and they'll start it up at center. They send it back to the far side towards their own 25 now. Big sweep up the line, easily intercepted by Allie Grace, who's moving the ball quickly towards the 25. Dishes it over to Taylor Curran. Taylor now gains the circle. Big shot. Oh, the goalie hit it, and it went just wide. Good opportunity for the Hawks there. They are off to a much better start than yesterday. Leo Burley now at the 25, brings it towards the circle. Moves around a Flash player. Nice move there. She's going to the right side. She's tripped. And the official blows the whistle in favor of the Hawks. Leo starts it up immediately in the circle now, trying to get around a Flash player, and it's going to be a penalty corner.
A penalty corner has been awarded to the RedHawks.
Hawks are grouping at the top of the circle, discussing options here for their first penalty corner of the day. Neely Lockmiller will be on the insert. Luli and Madison will be the stoppers, and then Jenna and Leo, the strikers here. They're presenting two options, both at the top of the circle. Official waiting for the Flash to get ready, now blows the whistle. They send it to Leo's side. Luli, a little trouble handling it. The official blows the whistle. It'll be Flash's ball.
Into the game for St. Francis is number 30, Samantha Murphy, replacing Kayleen Quinn.
Flash, sweep it over to the near side and out of bounds. So we will have Jenna take it up for us, inbounding. Sends it back to Leo, but it's a little too far away. Now Luli with the ball at the 25, sends it back to Pilly at center. Pilly with the ball now, sweeps it on over to Macy on the far side. Macy moves the ball into the circle. It's tipped by Jenna, but just out of bounds, and it'll be Flash ball coming out of their own end. Flash now at the top of the circle on the far side, looking to get it up the field. Haven't had much luck yet today. Send it into the foot of, looks like, can't get a number there. Maybe Jenna. I think it is Jenna. Aerial down the line for the Flash. Official blows the whistle. It was too close to a Miami player. And so Miami will start us off at center on the far side. Sweep it back to Pilly at center now. Pilly looking for Madison on the near side. Has her wide open. Madison works it down. She's going to try to gain the circle.
Into the game for Miami, number 24, Mia Gordon, replacing Jenna Kirby.
All right. The Flash are going to start off from deep in their own end on the near side. Taylor covering. They try an aerial, but it goes right into Taylor's stick. And the official blows the whistle in favor of the Hawks, who move the ball up. Don't know that they got 5 yards there, but we're going to let them play. Ball comes all the way back to Pilly, but Pilly can't get a handle on it. It's going to drift slowly into the RedHawks end, and it's going to go out of bounds. Don't get too excited, folks. Pilly with the ball deep in the Hawks end. Actually, it's going to come out to about the 20. Macy sweeps it on over.
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 6, Kaylee Connor, and number 25, Hadley Evans.
Madison sends it down to Leo on the near side. Leo, nifty move around the Flash player. Takes it up to the 25. Now looking to gain the circle. Sends it on over to Kaylee. And the ball is sent out of bounds. But
also
Miami...
onto the field for the RedHawks, number 1, Morgan Sturm, replacing Madison Workman. And into the game, number 14, Laurel Dortch, replacing number 55, Macy McHale.
Leo gains the circle now. The Flash have the ball in their own end. They send it out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball coming back in with Leo to start us up. Leo with the ball now. Looking for options. She's going to send it way over to Pilly at center. Hawks are switching fields here. Pilly, a little miscommunication there with Laurel. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Flash ball at about the 25 on the far side coming in. The Flash send it back into their own end. They try to sweep it up, but it's intercepted. And quite frankly, I think it was Hadley that was basically tackled by a Flash player, so it's Hawks ball. Tackling, of course, not permitted in field hockey.
Into the game for Miami, number 3, Mary Kate Barbie, replacing Luli Rosso.
Leo tries to gain the circle, but it's taken over by the Flash. Leo doesn't realize the official's blown the whistle for the Flash, and they are about to start up in their own end. Flash player on the far side at the top of the circle now. Looking for options, doesn't see anything yet. Big sweep up the middle. It's touched by Morgan Sturm, but now Pilly has the ball after the Flash briefly took control. Pilly now moving it up to center, sends it back to Neely Lockmiller, but it's intercepted by the Flash, then re-intercepted by Neely. Neely now working the ball at center, sends it over to, I think, Mary Kate Barbie there. Now Laurel Dortch on the far side, sweeps it up to Allie Grace, but it's in the whistle. The official blows the whistle in favor of the Flash, who now have their first opportunity as they gain the circle, but it's going to sail out of bounds in front of the goal. So the Hawks are going to bring it back up. That was the first chance that the Flash have had all game. Pilly to start us up at the top of the circle. Pilly now sweeps it over to Morgan on the near side.
For the RedHawks, number 9, Lexi Nugent replacing Lanor Burley.
Kaylee with the ball now, working over to the near side. She sends it down just out of the reach of Lexi Nugent, and that ball is going to go out of bounds as Mia Gordon couldn't quite get there in time. Flash in their own end on the near side, deciding who to bring the ball up. The Flash send it over to center in front of their own goal. Miami's backed off a little bit. They're going to let them see where they want to go with the ball first. Now the Flash move it up the far side at center. Now they've got a little bit of momentum here, but it's touched briefly by Pilley. Now Morgan Sturm intercepts the ball in the circle. Nice move there, a little 3D work to get it out. Now Allie Grace sends it up to Morgan again. Morgan sends it back to Pilley.
RedHawks number 17, Taylor Curran.
Pilley sweeps it over to Neely. Neely now with the ball. Tries to send it over to Lexi, but it's knocked out of bounds by a Flash player, and the Hawks will bring it up from their own end. Morgan to start us off from out of bounds. Morgan sends it up to Neely on the near side. Neely now with the ball. She's going to take it up the up the near side here. She's got Taylor down low. Little stick poke there.
Substitution for the RedHawks into the game, number 20, Jenna Kirby, replacing Allie Grace Joyner. Also into the lineup for Miami is number 4, Madison Workman.
Mary Kate Barbie sends it over to Jenna on the far side. Now it's down low with Hadley. Hadley has the ball, hassled a little bit by the Flash, sends it back to the 25 to Laurel Dortch, who sends it back to Madison Workman. Madison now sends it over to Morgan on the near side as the Hawks switch field. Now they send it to center. Mary Kate with the ball. Mary Kate, little pass intended for Kaylee, but it's intercepted by the Flash. Kaylee still hassling the Flash player on the near side. Now Neely takes the ball and works through a Flash player in a nifty move. Looking for options. She sends it back over to Laurel Dortch. Laurel with the ball on the far side, centers it to Madison Workman now as the team regroups. Madison sends it up to Morgan. Morgan just not quite able to get there, but the official did see it, and they are giving the ball to the Flash, as they should. Flash now inbounding the ball on the near side near the 25. They sweep it back into their own end. Taylor Curran hassling the Flash player. Now it's intercepted by Hadley. Hadley with the ball sends it over to Taylor now. They're just about to gain the circle, but it's knocked out by the Flash. Hawks maintain control now. It's sent over to Lexi Nugent now. Lexi tries to gain the circle, does not. The Flash intercept, and now the Flash are bringing it up the field. They move it up center. Little pass intercepted by Laurel Dortch. Laurel sends it up to Lexi Nugent. Lexi now with the ball, looking to pass. Works around a few players now, trying to get it upfield. She sees Neely on the near side now. Neely can't handle the ball, much to her father's disappointment. Flash now, insert the ball, sweep it. Nice pass there for the Flash. They send it to center, but it's intercepted by Laurel Dortch. Now the Flash get the ball again.
10, Allie Grace Joyner replacing Neely Lockmoller.
All right, Allie Grace with the ball on the near side, moving towards center now. Looking up the field, she's got Taylor down low. Taylor with the ball, nice reception. She's going to have to race to get to it, and she does. Gains the circle, big crossing pass. Great opportunity for Lexi, but the ball sails out of bounds, and that is the end of the first quarter.
A penalty corner has
1-0.
been given to the RedHawks.
Oh, I apologize. We have a penalty corner. And as we know, the quarter cannot end on a penalty quarter. So they are going to take this for one last scoring opportunity. Miami has had 4 shots on goal in the first quarter to the Red Flash's 1. This will be their second penalty corner of the day. Looks like Taylor will insert. She sends it over to Madison now. Big shot taken by Jenna. It is stopped, but we're going to have another corner, I believe. It looks like somebody may have been tripped up in the circle. So they'll get another opportunity.
Another penalty corner upcoming.
Thank you.
Taylor to insert once again. Madison and Morgan to stop the ball. Jenna and Hadley are going to be the strikers. It's to Jenna's side. Jenna takes a big shot. It's just wide. That will end the quarter. Score 1-0 Miami.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 1, St. Francis nothing.
Okay, so we'll take a 2-minute break here for the quarter and be back with you.
Working. Oh, so it's just the, okay.
Okay, so here, hang on. I'm just going to mute you.
Oh, great. All right, today's broadcast is being brought to you by Great Lakes Field Hockey. I hope I didn't mute myself.
So I think we have the website is in the comments. We are reading your comments as we go, so thank you for that. It's always good to hear from people out there. So just so you know, the camera is being run downstairs, not by us. We appreciate the camera comments. We'll try and get them downstairs to the camera operator. They also are volunteers, so we're just getting used to what we've needed for a good broadcast. But we're ready to go now with the second quarter. And we'll pass along the kudos to the camera operator from Dorothy K. We appreciate that. They work pretty hard to follow a sport that they don't know so well.
All right, welcome to the start of the second quarter. Lexi Nugent will start us up at center. She sends it back to Leo Burley. Leo now sends it on over to Allie Grace Joyner on the far side. Allie Grace with the ball, working around a flash player. Sweeps it on over to Neely Lockmiller on the near side now. Neely working it up the side. Trying to work around a flash player. She's got Macy back and uses her help. Macy sends it on over to Luli. Luli now with the ball. Sends it back to Lily Peterson, who I call Pilly, who sends it over to Morgan. Morgan now with the ball at the 25. Sends it towards the circle. Looks like Jenna with the ball there. Sends it on over to Luli, who sends it back to Macy on the near side. Macy with the ball, centering it to Pilly. Pilly now looking for options. Gets it back to Macy on the near side. Macy now has Lexi down low, sends it into the circle. It's intercepted by a flash player. And now intercepted by Lexi. Lexi Nugent with the ball. Sends it back to Luli, intercepted by the flash. Official blows the whistle in favor of the Hawks. And they will start it up near the 25. Luli with the ball. Sweeps it way over to Morgan on the far side. Morgan now with the ball, moving it up to the 25, sends it down low to Jenna. Jenna with the ball, trying to gain the circle, and does. Nice little flip there to Allie Grace. They get a shot on goal. Goalie kicks that aside, and the Flash have the ball.
That was a nice save there by Chloe South from St. Francis. She's getting an awful lot of action today.
The Flash now bringing it out of their own end. On the near side, it's dished out of bounds, but off of Hadley, so the Flash will keep control. They inbound the ball now, send it down the line. It's tipped by a Flash player, then received by a Flash player. Tipped out of bounds, and the umpire blows it in favor of the Hawks, who center it to Leo Burley. Leo now with the ball. Back to Lily Peterson at center. Lily sends it over to Morgan on the far side. Morgan now bringing the ball up to Leo. Leo at the 25, spins around, sends it back to Morgan. Morgan now sends it over to Lily Peterson. Lily sends it over to Macy on the near side. Macy now with the ball, working it down low to Leo Burley. Leo deep in the corner in flash territory, sweeps it, goes off of a foot, I believe, of a flash player, so the Hawks will keep control at the outer circle. Leo now with the ball, fakes back to Macy, but takes it into the circle. It's stopped by the flash. They fight for the ball at the circle, and they send it over to the near side. It's a slow roller. Lily Peterson has it. Works around a flash player to Macy. Macy now with the ball, sends it to center, just out of reach of Neely Lockmiller. Flash strike it up the field, and it's taken by Lily at center. Lily sends it over to Morgan Sturm. Morgan tips the ball, and then Allie Grace is able to corral it. Allie Grace now moving it towards center, sees Macy on the near side and sweeps it over to switch fields. Macy now with the ball, sweeps it down to Lexi Nugent, but it's out of bounds, and the Flash will bring it up from their own circle.
So we're broadcasting from the roof of the press box, so you get to hear a little bit of the coaches on the sidelines as well, in case you're wondering what that is.
All right, Neely Lockmiller to bring the ball in near the 25 as the Flash have put it out of bounds. Neely sends it back to Macy on the near side. Macy now with the ball, centers it over to Lily Peterson. Lily Peterson at center now, looking to Morgan on the far side, and gets to her. Morgan sweeps it down towards Leo. It's out of bounds off a flash player, and the Hawks will bring it in. Leo Burley near the 25. She's got Luli, but sends it back to Morgan. Morgan now sweeps it over to Lily. Lily now looking over to the, actually looking to move it up. Good opportunity there, but just out of reach of the Hawks players. But the right idea for sure. All right, the Flash starting it up into their own end. Big aerial.
Game for St. Francis, number 12, Ella Maley replacing Olivia Muppet.
Hawks bring it in. Neely Lockmiller in the corner. Dishes it over to Hadley. It goes out of bounds, but I believe it's going to come back.
A penalty corner.
Excuse me.
For Miami.
It's a penalty corner. The fourth of the day for Miami.
So Chloe South in the cage for St. Francis is going to get yet another opportunity here. My eyes are old, so I can't quite see that far to see who else is in the cage for St. Francis. We'll try and get that for you.
Looks like 5, 10, 12, and 7.
So 5 is Riley Cromer. She's a sophomore. 7, Caris Norris, also a sophomore. This is a young cage. Their goalie's also a sophomore. And followed up with number 10, Julia Brenneman. She's a freshman.
Hawks with a nice opportunity there. Leo Burley, it's tipped, but it goes off to the right and out of bounds. I think that went off of a flash player, so the Hawks will have it at the 25. Luli now with the ball, sends it to the circle deep, just out of reach of Hadley Evans.
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 24, Mia Gordon, replacing Jenna Kirby. Also on the field for Miami, number 3, Mary Kate Barbie.
The Flash to start it up in their own circle. They send it back across the goal. Now working it up the far side, sending it over to the line. They work it down the line. It's off the foot of a Hawks player, so the Flash will keep control just outside of their 25. They're going to look to switch fields here. They send it back to center. Now they move it up center. Leo Burley intercepts. She's got Lexi down low. Off Lexi's stick. Lexi takes a shot, but it bounces, and the Flash intercept and bring it out of the circle. They send it up the far side, but it's received by Morgan Sturm. Now Morgan sends it on over to Mary Kate Barbie. Mary Kate tries to get in the circle. It's off a Hawks player foot, and the Flash will bring it up. Coming out of their own end, they sweep it to the near side. Number 30 for the Flash with the ball now, sends it back to 5 in front of her own goal. They sweep it across. And almost a dangerous play there. Lexi Nugent could have intercepted. Now Neely passes to Lexi in the circle, goes out of bounds, and the Flash will have the ball.
That was a really nice windup there. Certainly brought the goalkeeper out of the cage. You can see that there's some interesting plays being worked on here by the RedHawks.
Flash now with the ball into the feet of Hadley Evans, so they'll keep control. They move it up the near side. It's knocked out of bounds by Neely Lockmiller. Flash will bring it in. Number 30 to start us up here, near the 25.
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 17, Taylor Curran, replacing Hadley Evans.
Interference call by the umpire, so the Flash will keep control and move it up. They're sending it all the way back into their own end near the top of the circle now, crossing to the near side. Nifty move by the Flash player, but it's received by Taylor Curran, and now Lexi Nugent with the ball in the circle, but the Flash intercept and send it out of bounds.
So we have 7:56 remaining in the quarter.
Onto the field for the RedHawks, number 4, Madison Workman, replacing Lily Peterson.
And the score is still 1-0 Miami.
Flash to start us up.
Into the game for St. Francis, number 21, Francesca Promomo, replacing Lauren Alderson.
Neely Lockmiller sends it towards the circle now. Nice shot by Mary Kate
Also
Barbie.
into the game for St. Francis,
But it
number
goes just
14,
wide.
replacing Kate Vieira.
Flash, number 5 at the top of the circle, looking to start it out. Brings it over to the near side. It's swept down the line, but Macy intercepts, sends it over to Neely Lockmiller. Neely gains the 25 now, working towards the circle. 2 players on her. Nice little pass there to Lexi Nugent. She tries to take a shot, but can't get it off. And it's chipped out by the Flash. It'll be Hawk ball coming back in. Macy to start us up from out of bounds. Umpire blows the whistle. He didn't
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 14, Laurel Dortch, replacing Morgan Sturm.
Macy moves the ball towards the circle, trying to get to Neely, but it's intercepted by the Flash. Flash now bringing it up to center. They've got some momentum here, only 2 defenders, but it's poked out by Madison Workman. Now Macy has the ball and chips it up to Lexi Nugent. Lexi with the ball at center, working it to the near side, sends it all the way back to Madison Workman. Madison now sends it on up to Allie Grace Joyner. Allie Grace with the ball, moving it up the far side. Player on her, she gets around her and is gaining the circle now. Hawks are dangerous. Big shot and a goal. Mia Gordon with the goal on a beautiful, beautiful deflection into the net.
Not a whole lot the goalkeeper could do on that one. That was a really nice shot in a lot of traffic. So that brings us to 2-0 at 5:53 remaining in this quarter, which will take us into the half.
All right.
The Miami goal was scored by number 24, Mia Gordon. That's Gordon for the RedHawks with 5:53 remaining in the second quarter. Substitutions for the RedHawks now back into the game. Number 16, Claire Hellman. Number 1, Morgan Sturm. Number 6, Kaylee Connor. And number 20, Jenna Kirby. Also into the game for St. Francis, number 26, Olivia Muffett. And number 19, Hannah Rohr.
Flash bring it in now, near the 25 of Miami. They chip it into the body of Jenna. Official blows the whistle. And the Hawks, no, excuse me, the Flash will start it up. Just outside the 25, number 20 with the Flash, centers it back to number 19. 19 with the ball for the Flash, sends it on over, but Mia Gordon intercepts briefly, knocking the ball. Flash now have control again on the near side. And now Jenna intercepts the ball and moves it up the line. Nice move by Jenna. She has Leo up front and gets the ball to her. Leo now looking to gain the circle. Jenna with the ball, but the Flash knock it out. Now it's brought back in by Claudia, I believe. No, excuse me, by Kaylee. 6 and 8s are hard to tell apart from this far away. All right, Morgan. I think that's Morgan. All right, Leo now works the ball into the circle. Intercepted by the Flash and knocked out. All right, Laurel Dortch will bring it in near the 25 on the far side as the Hawks have the ball after going out of bounds. Leo sweeps it all the way over to Claire Hellman. Claire now with the ball working down the near side. Sends it into the circle. It is taken by Jenna. Nice crossing pass. It goes on top of the net, and it's no goal. Good opportunity for the Hawks. I have to say, I feel like they've got their sticks down in the circle today a lot better than they did yesterday. We've had some good opportunities for deflections in front of the net.
Into the game for St. Francis, number 22, Kahania Kenny, replacing Samantha Murphy.
Taylor Curran with the ball near the circle. Now at the outer circle, sends it in. The goalie plays it and kicks it out of bounds on the near side. And so Claire Hellman will inbound. Claire now works the ball towards the corner, sends it into Leo Burley. Leo now with the ball in the corner. Moves it into the circle. Another great crossing pass, and that's a goal again, I believe, by Mia Gordon. Fantastic.
So that was a wonderful rebound goal there. The goalie played it really smart. There wasn't too much else she could do on that cross, otherwise she was going to get backdoored on her right-hand side. She did everything right, but there were just too many Red Hawk jerseys in the circle, and that rebound goal, fabulous. One thing we like to note is about 80% of goals in field hockey are scored on rebounds. And interestingly enough, in that tight circle, about 3 to 5 yards surrounding the cage. Interesting factoid that we learned
The
from
Miami
USA
goal
Field
was
Hockey.
scored by number 24, Mia Gordon. Again, that's Gordon for the RedHawks with 3:04 remaining in the second quarter. Substitution for the RedHawks into the game, number 18, Luli Rosso, replacing Mary Kate Barbie.
All right, Laurel Dortch sends it down the line. It goes out of bounds. And the Flash will bring it in. Sending a player over to get a ball.
So we're coming up on 2:24 remaining. Score of 3-0, Miami RedHawks.
Taylor Curran with the ball now, deep in the Flash end. She sends it back to, it's like Morgan. Morgan works it into the circle. And now, can't get a number. Okay, that is Kaylee with the ball. Mia Gordon chasing it down, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Flash ball coming in from their own end. Flash, send it across into the circle now.
And
Taylor
here come
Curran
the
hassling
RedHawks.
the Flash player. Luli with the ball now at center. Sends it over to Morgan Sturm. Morgan
St.
deflects it
Francis
in.
substitution into the game, number 10, Julia Brenneman, replacing Kayleen Quinn.
Flash ball at center, or midfield, excuse me, on the far side. They send it down. Try to work into the Miami end. They are now in the Miami end, looking to gain the circle into the foot of a Hawks
Into
player.
the game for the RedHawks, number 25, Hadley Evans, replacing Taylor Curran.
Hawks work it down the field to Hadley. Hadley now with the ball at the Hawks. It's the Flash 25, working towards the circle, trying to get around a Flash player, and does. Gains the circle, sends it back to Kaylee.
Onto the field for the RedHawks, number 10, Allie Grace Joyner, replacing Morgan Sturm.
And we're under a minute left, round about 43 seconds.
Allie Grace with a big shot, goes just wide, gets lodged in the fence behind the net.
It's been very interesting to watch the intense pressure by the RedHawks inside the circle. They've certainly been able to force some turnovers that they've turned into scoring opportunities. This one, however, comes out. 3 seconds remaining. And that takes us to the half.
That's the end of the first half with the score Miami 3, St. Francis 0.
Well, Laura, much better first half than yesterday, I would say.
So that was a really good first half. I think we saw quite a number of adjustments, certainly a lot less penalty corners in this first half, but I would say more intense pressure inside the circle, especially as the red flash is trying to bring the ball out and successfully converting that.
I think they did much better with keeping their sticks down in the circle and getting those deflections. We had a lot of passes go straight through the circle across the goal with
really
nobody
good
to touch it.
point. You could see that there were a lot of adjustments that were made by the coaching staff overnight. It's always interesting to see this early in the season, the adjustments once you get out in gameplay. So fortunately, the rain has held off here in Oxford, which has been kind of a gift to all of us.
Yes. It was nice to get the field wet, though.
Yes.
A lot of the folks at home may not realize they have not been able to use the water cannons until March 1st.
So
and
yesterday we saw some people
date.
take some headers as it got sticky in the heat.
Yes, it's unfortunate, but tomorrow, I believe, is March 1st. So as of tomorrow, they can keep the field wet.
So if you join us back again for the Ball State game on Tuesday, we should have water cannons in operation, which will be nice. Hopefully we also have good weather. We'll be thrilled if you join us again. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You'll get a notice when we put up the game. Steve Lockmuller, I believe, is going to join us again to call that game.
I will be here.
Awesome. So that should be really exciting. We're looking forward to a great season, even though we're playing it in a very strange time of year for field hockey.
And for everyone.
Yes,
yeah, it's a strange time of year, certainly, not playing in the fall at all. And hopefully we'll return to normal next year.
That would be really nice.
It would be great. It would be nice.
It certainly does add some comfort to life to see things like field hockey happening the way we expect it to. At least it might not be the right time of year, but it certainly is the right place with the right people.
Yes,
makes it exciting.
All happy to be back. It's been over 400 days since Miami last played.
That's amazing to think. 400 days without playing a game.
It's hard to believe.
But I think we're very fortunate. We're back. It's exciting. The girls have been working really hard. So we're really pleased that you've joined us. Thanks for the commentary. That actually is helpful in several circumstances. So we appreciate it. So for those of you who are just joining us, and it looks like we have some add-ons, we are in beautiful Oxford, Ohio, at a game between the Miami RedHawks here at home, hosting St. Francis Red Flash. Score is 3-0 at the half. We have just under 5 minutes to go before we resume.
Whoa.
So the broadcast today is courtesy of Great Lakes Regional Field Hockey. We are a 501c3 organization dedicated to the advancement of field hockey in the Midwest. So that's the Great Lakes states, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin. We also include the rest of Region 9 from USA Field Hockey, which is West Virginia, Western Pennsylvania. So we are thrilled that you are joining us, and we're really happy that we can bring these kinds of broadcasts. There's fabulous field hockey played in the Midwest that sometimes gets missed because there's concentrations out east and a big concentration out west, but there certainly is a lot going on here, and we're thrilled that you can see it. So if you look at glrfieldhockey.org, you'll see a tab for the Watch Initiative, which is our plan to bring field hockey from the Midwest to the world. So we hope that you'll tune in, see games like this, and also high school games that are being broadcast. If you have a game in your area that you would like to have broadcast, go ahead and contact us there, and we'll see what we can do. Alternatively, if your school is interested in doing live broadcasts, we have some watch packages that can help you get up and running fairly quickly and produce a broadcast like this with not too much effort.
And when did Great Lakes Regional start?
So Great Lakes Regional Field Hockey is a year old. We started in Michigan. There was a group of people who are coaches and parents and players, and the initiative came about because we felt that there was an awful lot of good field hockey and good field hockey players in the Midwest, and we needed to create more opportunity for young people to play. Also, a lot of us have been all around the world and seen that there's field hockey played by boys and
Yes,
men.
it's a massive sport
It
around the world
is.
for men. I mean, India, I think it's their national sport.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as popular here. And we think that part of that is because people aren't exposed to it enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we offer grants to programs to start up to pay for things like uniforms, coach training. In our first year, we offered, I think, 5 grants to new teams and programs to bring in coaching. We're looking to expand boys field hockey in the area. We think that there's the opportunity there for building the game here in the Midwest. We have wonderful other sports, but we think that field hockey offers great opportunity, and certainly it's growing nationally as well as internationally.
Are there any parts of the country that have any boys or men's leagues?
There are. So there's U.S. Field Hockey League, which is an adult league nationally. Hello, Kendra. Shout out there for you and your wonderful organization, and Lance too. They have men all over the country who play in adult leagues. A lot of these are expats who come here from other places in the country and are kind of shocked to find we don't have this huge club system in the way they do in Europe. So U.S. Field Hockey League has adult field hockey in multiple places, actually quite robust. What we don't have is the youth development group. So that's up and coming. USA Field Hockey is really trying to promote boys field hockey development. They have a large concentration of players out on the West Coast in California, some developing also out on the East Coast. We've seen at Great Lakes the development through our Discover Field Hockey that we push, that comes from USA Field Hockey, boys signing up. So we have young players who can play co-ed at the elementary and middle school levels, and hopefully it takes off from there.
That's great. It's a fun sport. I mean,
it really is.
Certainly has a lot of opportunity here. Just about a minute from the start of the second half.
So if you're interested in adult field hockey, or if you're a young man or have a son who would like to play, you can head on over to glrfieldhockey.org, sign up to get more information for field hockey in your area, and we're happy to let you know what's going on.
All right, just about to start the second half. The teams have switched sides now, so Miami will be working from right to left and the red flash from left to right as you watch the game. Red flash start us off here. The horn is blown, but the officials have not blown the whistle yet, so we'll wait for them to start us off. And number 13 for the Flash sends it back to 10. 10 now with the ball, sweeps it up, intercepted by Macy now at center. Macy working the ball up the field to Lexi Nugent. Lexi Nugent now sends it over to, looks like, Kaylee. Kaylee with the ball, works it to the circle now, gets it into the circle. Taylor Curran trying to get a handle on it, can't, and the umpire blows the whistle in favor of the Flash, who will bring it out of their own end.
Looks like
John
we have
O'Hara.
a new keeper in the cage for St. Francis. This is Amber Bryan, who is a sophomore. Looks like she is out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
Lexi Nugent intercepts from the Flash, sends it back into her own end to Madison Workman. Madison now sends it all the way over to Claire Hellman. Claire Hellman on the far side sends it into Mary Kate Barbie. Goes out of bounds on the far side, and it'll be the Flash ball at center. They're going to bring their players up the field, and it looks like 26 for the Flash will start us off. Mia Gordon will guard her on the line. And Jenna Kirby defend against a pass at center. It's intercepted by Kaylee. Kaylee sends it over to Lexi Nugent at center now. Lexi looking upfield has Neely Lockmiller and Taylor Curran, but it sails just wide, and it'll be the Flash ball coming out of their own end. 18 for the Flash now. Brings the ball up near the 20. She sends it up the line to 15 on the near side. 15 sends it over to 10, but it's intercepted by Macy. Now Macy dishes back to Neely, who sends it back to Madison Workman, who crosses it over to Claire Hellman on the far side. Claire now with the ball sends it back to Madison Workman, but it goes out of bounds deep in Hawk territory, so the Flash will have a good opportunity here in the Hawks' end. 15 for the Flash will bring it in from out of bounds. Working in the corner, sends it around, but Macy's there in the circle to get it. Dishes it back to Neely Lockmiller, deep in the corner. Neely now with the ball, looking to get it around. Puts it up into the knee of the Flash player, so the Flash will, looks like the Hawks are going to have control here. Bringing it out of their own end is Macy. Macy doesn't have a lot of options right now. Sweeps it back to Madison in front of the goal. That was a little bit scary, but it sails to the far side, now working it up the line to Claire. Claire sends it back to Madison. Madison crosses it all the way to Neely. Neely now looking for a pass up the field. Just sends it over to Lexi Nugent on the near side. Lexi now hassled by a Flash player. Sends it back to Macy. Macy with the ball, centers it to Mary Kate Barbie. Mary Kate sending it over to Claire on the far side. Claire at center sends it down the line to Kaylee. Kaylee with the ball now, looking to center it, trying to get around a Flash player. It's knocked out of bounds by the Flash, and Kaylee will start us back up. Kaylee now with the ball deep in the corner. It's taken over by the Flash, who send it up the line, intercepted by, looks like Claire. Claire now sends it deep to Jenna Kirby. Jenna trying to send it to the circle, but it's now out of bounds, and it looks like the Flash will be bringing it out from their own end. Flash now with the ball at the 20. 18, putting it in bounds. It's tipped into, looks like Kaylee. Kaylee sends it towards the goal. Now Neely with the ball at the top of the circle, trying to work through a Flash player. Hawks maintain control on a whistle by the umpire. Neely now looking to gain the circle, works it through a player. She gets a corner. Draws a corner for interference by the Flash. This will be their fifth of the day.
This will make quarter number 5 at 10:55 for the RedHawks. Into the third quarter.
Neely Lockmiller to insert Madison Workman. and Jenna Kirby look to be the stoppers with Kaylee and Mary Kate. Excuse me, Mia Gordon, near side striker, Mary Kate on the far side, with Kaylee backing them up. Insert goes to Mary Kate's side. Big shot. It's deflected wide.
Into the game for St. Francis, number 19, Hannah Rohr, replacing Kayleen Quinn.
Multiple balls on the field as Neely tries to start up from the 25. She sends it into the circle to Jenna. Jenna now sends it over, or excuse me, Lexi Nugent has the ball, sends it back to Claire. Claire sends it over to Mary Kate. Mary Kate now with the ball, working it up the far side. Now deep into the corner, looking to gain the circle. It does. Nice centering pass, but no one's there. And the Flash get the ball on the other side and start working it up the field. Now Macy with the ball works towards the circle. Nice pass down to Taylor Curran. Great touch on that. Crossing, can't get a stick on it, and it sails through out of bounds on the far side. The
That
Flash
ball has left
bring it
the
out.
stadium.
Flash now to inbound the ball. Deep in their own end, Mia Gordon guarding the inbound. A little bit of roughhousing there on the far side. Lexi Nugent on defense, 22, I believe, for the Flash, trying to bring it in. Now, Mia Gordon with the ball on the far side. It goes out of bounds, but knocked out by a Flash player, so the Hawks will keep control. Back to Kaylee Connor. Kaylee with the ball now, looking to gain the circle. Tries to send it to Neely, but it's intercepted by the Flash. Flash now send it out of bounds. It'll be Hawk ball coming in with Claire Hellman bringing it in. Claire now sends it all the way back to Madison Workman. Madison's going to send it to Macy on the near side. Macy now with the ball, centers to Mary Kate at center. Mary Kate sends it on over to Claire again. Claire Hellman with the ball at center, sends it back to Madison. Madison with the ball. She's going to send it over to Macy again. A little bit of around the horn here on the field as the Hawks are taking their time to set up. Pass intended for Kaylee, intercepted by the Flash. Number 10 for the Flash sends it over to 13 as they try to work it down the far side. Big sweep up the line. That'll be out of reach and out of bounds, and it will be the Hawks ball coming in with Madison to bring it in.
Madison. Into the game for the RedHawks, number 25, Hadley Evans replacing Taylor Curran. Also into the game, number 10, Allie Grace Joyner, and number 12, Lana Burley.
Neely with the ball on the near side, sends it down to Leo Burley. Leo receives the ball and moves it towards, looks like Jenna with the ball now. Jenna, nice centering pass across the crease, but no one there. The Flash take it. Jenna now working again. Flash take the ball. Look to work it up the field. Jenna hassling the Flash player. Now Leo steals it with a nice block. Leo sends it into the circle. Allie Grace with the ball, trying to draw a corner, and does.
Nice
the Hawks get a penalty corner.
Upcoming for the RedHawks.
So that'll be number 6 at 7:33 in the third quarter. So not as many corners by the RedHawks in this game as yesterday, but their quality of conversion is way up.
Neely to inbound here. Jenna Kirby with a shot, blocked. Flash trying to track it down.
In the game for St. Francis, number 14 and number 21, Francesca Promomo, replacing Lauren Alderson and Kate Vieira.
Mary Kate works it over to Jenna Kirby, who sends it back to Madison Workman. Now over to Macy on the near side. Macy now centers the ball to Mary Kate, who sends it down low, intercepted by the Flash, but she can't keep a handle on it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball coming in with, I can't get a number.
On the field for the RedHawks, number 15, Lily
Looks like
Peterson,
Hadley with the ball now. Macy now with the ball.
Madison Workman. Also into the game for Miami, number 18, Luli Rosso.
So that was a nice stop by Amber Bryan.
Morgan Sturm into the game for Miami, replacing 55, Macy McHale.
It was a good read on the ball coming through some tight coverage.
19 for the Flash, sends it across and out of bounds. So the Hawks will have the ball near the 25 with Allie Grace to bring it in. Luli sends it on over to her, and she'll start us off. The umpire wants the ball back a little bit farther.
For Miami, into the game, number 14, Laurel Dortch, replacing Claire Hellman. Into the game for St. Francis, number 30, Samantha Murphy, replacing Yahania Kenny.
All right, Leo Burley bumps into a Flash player. Flash have control at center. They send it over to the far side. Sweep it to Laurel Dortch with the ball at the top of the circle. Laurel Dortch now sends it on over to Morgan Sturm. Morgan on the far side working it up the field.
Into the game for Miami,
She's got Allie
number
Grace
9,
down the
Lexi
line.
Nugent, replacing Nia Gordon.
Allie Grace working towards the circle. Leo Burley in the circle. Shot, but no one touches it. So it'll be Flash ball coming out. Excuse me, it'll be Miami at the 25. Leo sends it in to Lexi Nugent. It's back out to Leo. Leo now sends it back into the circle off a foot of the Flash player. So it'll be Hawk ball coming in. Leo working with the ball now near the circle. Knocked out by the Flash. Luli with the ball. Sends it down low to Lexi Nugent. Just out of reach and out of bounds. So the Flash will bring it out of their own end. Flash send it over to the far side. Jenna Kirby defending. Now Leo. And the Hawks will get control as Allie Grace will bring it in from out of bounds. Allie Grace now working the ball down the line. Sends it into the circle. It's received by Lexi Nugent. And a corner is called.
A corner upcoming for the RedHawks.
So that's number 7, 4:22 in the third.
Looks like Neely Lockmiller will be on the insert. We've got Leo, possibly Allie Grace. Well, it looks like Jenna Kirby and Leo are set up as strikers. Waiting for the Flash to get into the crease. Now we're ready to go. Sent over to Leo's side. Leo now moves the ball across to Morgan. Back to Leo. Good opportunity. The ball still getting fought over in front of the crease. Now it's worked to the outside by the Flash, but still in the circle. Flash able to get it out of the circle. Morgan Sturm steals the ball, sends it back into the circle. Lexi Nugent tried to get a shot off, but couldn't. And now the ball's sent up out of bounds by the Flash, so the Hawks are going to bring it back in. Leo starts us up here. Leo trying to work around the Flash. Sends it back to Luli. Luli with the ball now, working towards center. Sends it all the way across to Morgan Sturm on the far side. Morgan now with the ball, works it up the line to Allie Grace. Allie Grace with the ball. Gaining the circle. Big shot in. It is just wide.
And number 17, Taylor Curran, replacing Luli Rosso and Jenna Kirby.
That was a nice shot by Allie Grace, but just a little high and outside. Hawks have had a lot of good opportunities today, a little bit more organized than yesterday. Now Taylor Curran with the ball, works it towards the circle. Big chip, it's touched by Lexi Nugent in front of the, excuse me, is that Mary Kate? No, Lexi Nugent in front of the goaltender and out of bounds. Flash to start us up at the top of the circle. They send it over to the near side now. Trying to center, they do, and they work it up the line. It's knocked out of bounds by 26, so Leo will bring it in for us. Hawks have had a lot of sustained pressure today. Intercepted by the Flash as they work it up the near side. Centering pass intercepted by Mary Kate. Mary Kate now sends it down low to Neely Lockmiller. Neely, big crossing pass,
It's touched by Lexi Nugent, but goes out of bounds, and the flash will bring it up. Now, if you were with us yesterday, we had a lot
Into
of
the game for St. Francis, number 22, Eugenia Kenny, replacing Ella Maley.
We had a lot of crossing passes yesterday that no one got a handle on, but I think today the Hawks are doing a much better job of at least getting a stick on those passes and giving themselves a chance to score. Okay, Leo with the ball at the 25.
So we've just crossed the 2-minute mark remaining in the quarter.
That was in the foot of a flash player. So the Hawks start up again. Leo now working towards the circle. She crosses it. It's into the foot of a flash player, and we're going to have another penalty corner. Laura, how many is that?
Penalty corner upcoming for the RedHawks.
This will be corner number 8.
Neely will insert. Leo and Hadley, it looks like, are set up as the strikers. Now they're going to bring Mary Kate to stop it along with Morgan on the near side. Neely sends it over to Leo's side. Leo dishes it over to Allie Grace. Back to Leo. Nice give and go there. Down deep to Mary Kate, who tries to get a shot on goal, but it gets knocked out by a flash player. And it's going to come up to the 25 with Leo to start us off. Leo now with the ball. Sends it back to Mary Kate. Mary Kate now working it over to the far side. Sends it over to Morgan Sturm. Morgan with the ball working up. Hassled by 21 briefly. Works around her, number 7 from the flash, defending Morgan as she tries to gain the circle. 7 does get the ball and works it up to the other flash player. And on the far side, they have a little bit of momentum now. Leo Burley defending is able to knock that ball down, and Morgan Sturm steals it. But now the Flash have it back as 21 chips it over to 22 at center. Leo steals the ball. It's rolling towards the end line, but she gets control and tries to work it up the line. It's knocked out of bounds by the Flash, so Leo will bring it back in.
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 24, Mia Gordon.
Leo with a big aerial
Evans.
down the field to Allie Grace Joyner. Allie Grace has all kinds of room and is racing towards the circle. Now she crosses in and gains the circle. Big sweep. Nice shot. Gets her own rebound. And the Flash are able to get it out of the circle and work it towards center, but it's intercepted by Laurel Dorch just as the horn sounds for
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 3, St. Francis 0.
So it's getting a little colder out here in Oxford as we head into the final quarter. Breeze is picking up a little bit. The end of that quarter, you saw the Red Flash trying to pull something together and make an aggressive attack. Interesting to see that the RedHawks defense is quite strong, stood well against everything rolled up. I don't think they got too far inside the 25 too often.
No, I don't think so. And they've had a really tough time getting it down the field. These scrimmages are a great opportunity for the teams to work out the kinks and figure out what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. Horn is sounded. We're about 10 seconds from the start of the fourth quarter. RedHawks leading 3-0. They've had 15 shots on goal and 8 penalty corners to the Red Flash's 1 shot on goal.
So we'll see back in goal for St. Francis will be Chloe South, number 42. I think Maggie Jones had been in goal for the RedHawks, and Belle Parisi will be returning. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Maggie Jones will be returning into goal. So there were certainly adjustments being made there again on the RedHawks sideline by the coaching staff. So it'll be interesting to see what they tee up this quarter. 15 more minutes of RedHawk excellence. We hope.
All right, Hawks started up at center. 13 sends it on back into their own end. 15 with the ball on the near side for the Flash. Sends it up the line. Taken by 17 for the Flash, who sends it over to the far side. Mishandled, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Hawk ball with Neely Lockmiller bringing it in bounds. Neely with the ball on the line. Sends it into Leo Burley. Leo now sends it back to, looks like Mary Kate Barbie. Mary Kate looking for options, sends it back to Pilly. Pilly now with the ball, sweeps it over to Laurel Dortch on the far side. A bouncing ball, hard to handle, goes out of bounds. It'll be Flash ball at center on the far side. $19 to bring it in for the Flash. Tries to sweep it down the line. It's intercepted by Neely Lockmiller. Neely now looking for Mia Gordon, perhaps. Sends it up to Lexi Nugent. Lexi now handling the ball, looking to center it. Sweeps it across the crease, and a diving attempt by Jenna, I believe. I can't get the number. Yeah, that was Jenna. Jenna Kirby with a nice attempt, and we now have another penalty corner.
Penalty corner has been awarded to the RedHawks.
That'll be number 9 at 13:41 into the fourth quarter.
Neely Lockmiller insert. We've got Leo and Mary Kate as the strikers. Leo on the near side, Mary Kate on the far side. Flash, a little late with a player now. Umpire's going to wait for them to set up. She's getting a mask. And as soon as they are ready, we will have our 9th penalty corner of the day. Hawks are set. Flash is set. Whistle is blown. Neely inserts to the near side to Leo's side. Big shot, and it's just wide. Just wide. So the Flash will bring it out of their own end. Little change up from the other corners. They just went ahead and took the straight shot right away instead of moving it around the circle. 15 for the Flash with the ball now. It sends it out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. Morgan Sturm will bring it in. Morgan Sturm with the ball. Centers it to Mary Kate Barbie. Mary Kate now works it across to Laurel Dortch. Laurel with the ball, sweeps it down the far side to Lexi Nugent, who tips it to Leo Burley. Leo with the ball deep in the corner, crosses it into the circle. It's off a Flash player, so the Hawks will have it at the 25, bringing it in.
So that press for Miami has been really successful for them both days, forcing turnovers, creating interceptions.
It is the Flash ball in their own end. So the Flash work it up. It's touched by Neely. Now a Flash player takes it. Umpire blows the whistle in favor of the Flash, who will have the ball, and they elect to bring their players up the field. Number 19 now sends it back into the Flash end. Lexi Nugent on that. Now Neely Lockmiller, but the Flash keep control. They move it up the side. Number 10 for the Flash now with the ball. Works it to center, looking for 17. Can't get the pass off. It's intercepted by Mary Kate. Mary Kate now works it up the line to Kaylee. Kaylee sends the ball down to Leo. Then we get another penalty corner, the 10th of the day.
A penalty corner upcoming for the RedHawks.
So it'll be number 10 for the RedHawks. Hopefully lucky number 10. 12:01 remaining in the fourth.
Neely to insert again. Leo Burley and Mary Kate Barbie are the strikers. Morgan and Jenna will stop the ball. They've gone to Leo the last two. We'll see if they switch it up here. Flash is ready. Umpire blows the whistle. Lockmiller inserts again to the near side to Leo. Big shot again. Nice try. Goaltender made a nice save there. Back into the circle. Flash have the ball and they elect to send it out of bounds on purpose. So that'll be another penalty corner.
This will be number 11 at 11:46.
Another penalty corner upcoming for Miami.
That was a nice read on that play by Chloe South, the goalkeeper.
Hawks are switching it up a little bit now. They've got Laurel Dortch as the striker on the far side and Leo on the near side. Neely to insert. She sends it over to Laurel Dortch's side. Laurel Dortch, big shot. It is in the back of the net. But let's see. I'm not sure what the ruling is on the
Didn't
field.
hit the backboard.
What's that?
No backboard.
Ah, thank you, Laura. So the ball did not hit the backboard. And I guess without it being touched, that does not count as a goal.
Yeah, on a penalty corner, gotta rattle the board.
Everybody knew that but me. All right.
The Miami goal was scored by number 14, Laurel Dortch. That's Dortch for the RedHawks.
So, announcer will catch up soon enough.
It's a ball of confusion up
sorry,
here.
no goal.
There we go.
If you play field hockey in the
Yes.
U.S., you're used to this.
Yes, that sometimes they call that a dad goal, I believe.
At least no one's talking about icing. So
Yes.
that's a bonus.
All right. Flash will start us up at the top of the circle. They send it back across the goal into their own end deep. Number 5 sweeps it over to 18 on the near side. Mia Gordon all over it and gets the out of bounds. Jenna Kirby crosses it over to Neely Lockmiller. Neely now working into the circle. Takes a shot. It's wide. There's nobody there. And the Flash will bring it out.
So 10:49 remaining in the game.
Flash cross it at the 25, looking to get it upfield. Two Hawks players on the Flash. Umpire blows the whistle in favor of the Hawks. So Jenna Kirby works it up into the circle. Taken by Kaylee. Kaylee now chasing the ball in the far corner. Kaylee with the ball gains the circle now. Hawks are dangerous here. Flash knock it out of bounds, but accidentally. So we will see the Flash keep the ball, I guess.
So the Flash have got to figure out how to get the ball out of their end and connect up some fast passes because the pressure from Miami is intense.
Flash sweep it out of bounds on the near side.
Into the game for St. Francis, number 12, Ella Maley, and number 30, Samantha Murphy, replacing Julia Brenneman and Kayleen Quinn.
Lily Peterson with the ball, sends it on over to Laurel Dortch. Laurel working it down
RedHawks,
low.
number 25, Hadley Evans, replacing Kaylee Connor. Also on for the RedHawks, number 10, Allie Grace Joyner, replacing Jenna Kirby.
All right, another corner as it's off the foot of a Flash player. Laurel Dortch with the shot there.
That should put us at 12, I believe.
Penalty corner upcoming for the RedHawks.
9:07 remaining.
Neely to insert. Allie Grace on the near side. Excuse me, there's actually it's Hadley Evans on the near side getting ready. And Leo on the far side. They sent it to Leo's side. Leo, big shot, just wide, or kicked out by the goaltender. An excellent save. It was on goal. And now Morgan Stern with the ball deep, sends it to Leo Burley. Leo gains the circle.
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 17, Taylor Curran, replacing Ncaa Gordon.
Flash send it outside, or excuse me, out of bounds. Leo with the ball now, inbounding it. Sweeps it over to Madison, or excuse me, to Mary Kate. Mary Kate sends it all the way over to Laurel Dortch. Laurel now with the ball on the far side. Works it past the 25, sends it back to Pilly. Pilly with the ball now. She's going to send it towards the circle to Lexi Nugent. Lexi with an opportunity here, crosses it. Oh, just out of the reach of Hadley Evans, who almost had a stick on that, which would have been a certain goal.
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 16, Claire Hellman, replacing Morgan Stern.
The Flash now, number 5, bringing it out towards the circle. Intercepted right away by Leo. Leo is pushed by a Flash player, even though it was outside the circle.
Another penalty corner upcoming for Miami.
They're going to call that a penalty corner. I am.
So you can
Laura
imagine
might
the
know
frustration of trying to
Yes.
outlet this ball for the Red Flash. It's been a solid 4 quarters of full pressure and press by the RedHawks, creating a lot of frustration, a lot of difficulty for them getting the ball out, even across the 50.
Neely
7:53 remaining.
To insert. Leo dishes it back to Allie Grace. Big shot, and it goes into the net, off the goaltender. It is a goal for Allie
7:45.
Grace.
And even though that didn't hit the boards, because it came off the goalkeeper up and over, that is a goal.
So it is 4-0 Miami. Flash started up at center.
The Miami goal was scored by number 10, Allie Grace Joyner, assisted by number 12, Lana Burley. That's Joyner from Burley. That goal was scored with 7:45 remaining in the 4th quarter. Miami substitution into the game, number 6, Kaylee Connor. For St. Francis, back into the game, number 14, number 21, Francesca Promomo, number 26, Olivia Muffet, and number 18, Kayleen Quinn.
Flash work it down the line. Laurel Dortch receives the ball, chips it over to Pilly. Pilly now with the ball near the 25. Pilly sends it on over to Claire Hellman. Claire sends it to Leo Burley right in front of the booth. Leo down the line to Allie Grace. Allie Grace now working towards the circle. Nice move there, but it's intercepted by the Flash. Numbers 22, who works it over to 15 for the Flash. Sends it back to center now. Neely gets the ball and works it on over to Mary Kate. Mary Kate, it's into her foot, and the Flash pick it up and send it to center. Number 22 for the Flash with the ball, tries to work it across and is tripped.
I think she just slipped there on
yeah,
a bit
she
of,
slipped a little bit. They were both fighting for the ball. Flash now have the ball in Miami territory, trying to track it down. Lily Peterson is there first, and they're working it in the corner. It's knocked out by the Flash. It'll be Miami ball. Lily Peterson to bring it in. Looking for options. Sends it back towards the goal. And they cross it over to Leo. That was Claire Hellman sending it to Leo. Leo now, big sweep down the line. Taylor Curran there for it.
Oh.
Great opportunity here for the Hawks. Taylor working it in, looking to cross, and does. And, oh, unbelievable. The Hawks could not put it in the net.
So you got to give a
Kaylee
lot
Connor
of
with
credit
some-
there to the goalkeeper for keeping that play going.
Into the game for the RedHawks, number 55, Macy McHale.
And a goal for the Hawks. Leo Burley tipped, possibly by Allie Grace. We'll get the official announcement here shortly, but a nice goal by the RedHawks. I think that might have been Kaylee Connor. A lot of high fives going around. Hard to tell who actually tipped it. We'll
that
find
was
out.
a concentrated effort by the RedHawks. I think that was maybe the 5th or 6th rebound that they finally scored on. Relentless pressure. So that's 5-0. We have 5:20 remaining. Still not. I think goal credit was to Burley.
Okay, Leo
The
Burley.
Miami goal, her second of the game, scored by number 10, Allie Grace Joyner.
Allie Grace Joyner.
Assisted by number 12, Leonard Burley. That's Joyner from Burley. Time of that goal was 5:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Substitutions for Miami into the game, number 4, Madison Workman. Number 9, Lexi Nugent. And number 24, Mia Gordon. Also into the game for St. Francis is number 10, Julia Brenneman.
All right, Macy now with the ball on the near side, working it toward the 25. Mary Kate Barbie with the ball, sends it over to Claire Hellman. Claire now with the ball, working on the far side, sends it back to Mary Kate. Mary Kate back to Claire, nice give and go. Claire looking to gain the circle, defended by number 12 for the Flash. Flash now with the ball. Umpire blows it in their favor. So a brief stop and play. The Flash will start up at their 25.
So the key here is again going to be the outletting by the Red Flash. And picked up by Miami.
Lexi Nugent with the ball. Sends it on over to Allie Grace. Nifty pass by Lexi. Allie Grace gets it down low. Big cross. This could be a goal. They can't get a handle on it. Flash send it out of their own end, or out of the circle, excuse me. And we do get a whistle
into the game
now.
for the RedHawks, number 20, Jenna Kirby, replacing Neely Lockmuller. Also into the game is number 18, Luli Rosso.
3:24 remaining.
Jenna Kirby is going to bring it in. Excuse me, she's going to send it back over to Claire. The umpire would like the ball, I believe, moved up farther. And they send it back to Luli. Luli now with the ball. Works it over to Madison Workman towards center. Madison with Macy on the near side. Elects to move it straight down the field. It bounces towards the circle, but is stopped by a Flash player. And Kaylee now tries to get the circle, but the Flash steal it. Flash now trying to work up the line. Heavily defended by Kaylee and Jenna. Kaylee to bring it in from the far side. Deep in Flash territory. Works it down very low on the line. Official blows the whistle.
2:28.
Madison sends it over to Macy. Macy at center sends it down to Allie Grace Joyner. Allie Grace with the ball. Works it back to Macy. Macy sends it over to Madison. Excuse me, over to Claire Hellman at center. Claire now sends it back to Madison. Madison sends it over to Macy on the near side, working towards center of the field. She tries to get down to Lexi Nugent. It's knocked out of bounds by a Flash player. And Lexi will bring it in from out of bounds. Lexi centers it to Luli. Luli back to Madison. Madison crossing over to Claire. Claire now with the ball. Gets it to Allie Grace, who tries to send it over to Jenna, but it is off a Flash player, so the Hawks will bring it in. Or excuse me,
So we're at under 2 minutes at 1:33 remaining.
Flash work it down the far side. Not able to get into Miami territory yet. Umpire blows the whistle in favor of the Hawks, who center it to Allie Grace. Allie Grace dishes
nice
it over
ball.
to Lexi Nugent near the circle on a nice pass. Lexi now works it down low to Allie Grace, who tries to get a shot off but can't. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be flash ball coming out. Flash now working the ball. Can't gain the line. Umpire blows the whistle in favor of the Hawks now. Luley sends it over to Macy, but that's a little too far out. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be flash ball coming in with number 18 for the Flash to inbound. 18 sends it down the line. It's intercepted by Allie Grace. Allie Grace with 2 players on her. Nifty little 3D work there. And she works down. It's off the foot of a Flash player, but the whistle they get. Flash have the ball. It's
And that's the
That's
game.
the end of
the
regulation
game.
with the final score, Miami 5, St. Francis 0. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Miami University Athletics, we would like to thank you for your attendance today. We hope to see you back here on Tuesday, March 2nd, as the RedHawks officially open the season at 1 p.m.
overtime or
against
anything?
Ball State.
I don't think
Stay tuned to MiamiRedHawks.com for the most up-to-date schedule information. Once again, thank you for your attendance today, and please travel home safely.
Hang in there, folks. I'm not 100% sure if they won't do an overtime like they did yesterday.
so. We'll see what's up next if they're going to do anything else. They surprised us yesterday, so we're not gonna sign off until we're absolutely sure. But for sure,
These two teams now will face off in a shootout competition.
So here you go. There's actually going to be a shootout again. So definitely stay with us, and we will cover that shootout. We had one yesterday. It was a lot of fun. So yesterday, St. Francis won the shootout. Just to run over the rules again, it's 8 seconds from the whistle, ball taken from the 25, 8 seconds to score from anywhere in the circle. And it's best of 5. This is a lot of fun. This is one of the nice things about a scrimmage. You get to see a lot of different parts of field hockey. The coaches have the opportunity to do things like this. So we'll have 5 shooters for Miami and 5 shooters for St. Francis. And it looks like Maggie Jones is going to be in goal for the RedHawks.
So Laura, your daughter is a goaltender. What does she think is the hardest kind of attack to defend against in a shootout? I mean, what are
probably overhead. That's, I think, the most difficult for any goalkeeper. It's a new skill that's coming on in FIH. You see it more often now, where a player will lift a ball up over the head of a goalie and try and loop it over their head into the goal. Difficult to defend against. You kind of have to lay out backwards and try and get it with your stick. You'll see it more and more often now. It's a difficult skill.
The goalkeepers for the shootout for Miami will be number 21, Maggie Jones, and for St. Francis, number 42, Chloe South. First shooter for St. Francis is number 22, Yehania Kenny.
Nice.
So typically the goalkeeper comes out to the stroke mark like you saw there and tries to deflect the ball.
The first shooter for Miami will be number 17, Taylor Curran.
Important to note that the ball is not dead until the horn blows, no matter what. It can leave the circle and come back in.
Oh,
Nicely
what a
done.
nice goal by Taylor Curran.
So on the shooter side, what you want to do is draw
The
the
next shooter for
goalkeeper
St. Francis will be number 10, Julia Brenneman.
either too far out or get them off their feet. In goalkeeper world, the mantra is keep your feet,
Next
keep
up
your
for
feet,
Miami will
keep
be
your
number
feet.
15, Lily Peterson.
Because if you can get the goalie to overcommit, you have opportunity. Nicely done.
Nice job there by Lily Peterson. Miami
Shooting next for
off to a
St.
good start.
Francis is number 5, Riley Cromer.
Excellent save there by Maggie.
Shooting up for Miami is number 9, Lexi Nugent.
Oh, too much time. That will not count.
Next up for St. Francis is number 7, Carissa Norris.
Oh, great save again by Maggie as time expires before the Flash can put it into the back of the net. Leo Burley up next.
The shooter for Miami now is number 12, Leonard Burley.
Okay, that's the skill we're
Next
talking
shooter
about,
for St.
though.
Francis, number 21, Francesca Promomo.
There was no joy there, but that's the danger shot. If she learns to nail that, it's almost unstoppable.
Oh, beautiful save by Maggie.
So I will say,
Shooting for Miami, number 16, Claire Hellman.
I will say Maggie's favorite thing throughout the years has been shootouts.
Claire Hellman.
Oh,
Oh, just
little bit
wide,
wide,
but a good
but right
idea.
idea.
And that should end it for us, folks. Thank you very much for watching.
That's the end of the shootout. Once again, we want to thank you for your attendance here today and hope to see you back here on Tuesday at 1 o'clock when Miami will take on Ball State. Thank you.
So this is Laura Jones for Steve Lockmuller and myself. Thanks for tuning in to Great Lakes Regional Field Hockey here in Oxford, Ohio. We are absolutely thrilled that you all could join us. It was a wonderful weekend of field hockey. We'll be here again on Tuesday when the RedHawks take on Ball State. Steve will be joining us as well, so you can expect some good commentary, and we look forward to seeing you then. Go RedHawks.